these people are, and it's a big joke to them to then grab you and take you away for what they do. And then, of course, the other big percentage of them are 18-year-old guys who have a 16-year-old girlfriend or an 18-year-old girl who's got a 17-year-old boyfriend. That's who they go after. The hardcore pedophiles run everything. And so they run the Catholic Church, they run the major corporations, they run Bohemian Grove, they run it all, and your kids are nothing but fresh meat for them.
Oh, my sinuses. They feel like they'll explode.
Sinus pressure, sinus headaches that keep you up at night. You've struggled for years. You've tried everything to get relief, but your sinus distress just keeps coming back and robbing you of the healthy life you deserve. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. Statistics show that 37 million Americans suffer from sinus distress. Fact is, 67 products merely treat the symptoms and don't get to the cause of your sinus problem. Now there's a solution that's safe and doctor recommended. Sinofresh Homeopathic Antiseptic Nasal Spray. It's the only patent-protected nasal product that antiseptically eliminates the known causes of your sinusitis. No alcohol, no rebound congestion, no drug interactions, and easy to use. Don't go another day just treating symptoms. Take control of your sinus health now and get Sinofresh Homeopathic Antiseptic Nasal Spray and get the relief you deserve. Go to buysinofresh.com. That's B-U-Y, sinofresh.com. Or call 888-906-3636. Breathe easy. Breathe free. Get Sinofresh today. It works.
The mighty Roman soldier was given a daily ration of fermented fish oil. The stoic Scandinavian Viking had a drum of fermenting cod livers outside the door of his home. And Grandma always had cod liver oil in the cupboard. Today, Green Pasture Products, a family-owned business, provides high-quality, nutrient-dense cod and other fish liver oils made in the same way they've been made throughout history prior to 1850, through fermentation. Cold fermented cod liver oil from Green Pasture is rich in vitamins A, D, E, K, omega-3, omega-9s, and more, but no man-made nutrients, only what the fish provides. Green Pasture's products are clean, independently tested for impurities, made in the USA, and come in capsules or liquids. Receive a 20% discount off your first order at greenpasture.org, and be sure to enter coupon code RADIO at checkout. Hurry, 20% discount only good for a limited time. Call 402-858-4818. That's 402-858-4818, or go to greenpasture.org today.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Fact. 4 million people in the U.S. have hepatitis C due to liver damage. Fact. Cirrhosis of the liver is the 8th leading cause of death among Americans. Fact. Alcohol, many prescription drugs, food additives, pesticides, and environmental toxins damage the liver. Fact. 1 in 10 Americans is or has been affected by liver or gallbladder disease. Fact. Anything that keeps the liver from doing its job can put your life in danger. Protect your liver by visiting researchedherbs.com and learning more about the world's #1 selling all-natural liver support formula, Live 52. It is the only herbal liver supplement that is backed by over 190 published clinical trials and endorsed by 250,000 healthcare professionals in 76 countries worldwide. Don't wait to protect your liver. Visit us at researchedherbs.com or call 1-800-973-1486. That's 1-800-973-1486 or go to researchedherbs.com. All the goodness with none of the side effects.
Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your
Back in
prayers.
2005, when there were congressional hearings about why DynCorp and Halliburton We're running child kidnapping rings, kidnapping women, tens of thousands of men, flying them around the world to slave camps at brick factories. I mean, that's Chicago Tribune right here. And I walked out of P.F. Chang's Chinese restaurant, and DynCorp's headquarters was down the street. And I was going to my car, and I saw all these cops standing around laughing. One of them was a commander. And I said, gentlemen, have you read the news? Have you searched it about DynCorp, that building right there, running giant child kidnapping rings worldwide? And the cops just laughed at me, and it was real funny. And they said, yeah, Jones, I do work for them. And I don't know what that meant, but it was real. It was like 5, 6 cops. It was very funny. No, you see, it's not funny. And the fact that they're going to take your pension funds isn't going to be funny. And the fact that they're going to put all these taxes on our economy and destroy our future isn't funny. You think globalists that kill over 1 million Iraqis the last 7 years are a joke? You think your butt is worth anything to them? It's worth as much as those Iraqis. And I know there are great police officers out there. They email us, they send us information, they send us documents. But I mean, I'm not up here risking my life to play games, okay? What we're talking about is true. Give me a document cam shot on this. Chicago Tribune, U.S. stalls on human trafficking. Pentagon has yet to ban contractors from using forced labor. 3 years ago, President Bush declared that he had zero tolerance for trafficking in humans by the government overseas contractors, and 2 years ago, Congress mandated a similar policy. But notwithstanding the president's statement and the congressional edict, the Defense Department has yet to adopt a policy to bar human trafficking. The biggest names is DynCorp International and Halliburton subsidiary KBR. Both have been linked to traffic-related concerns, and it goes through it. Here's one. DynCorp and Halliburton sex slave scandal won't go away, and that's got the AP article. That's got the congressperson asking him, grilled Secretary Rumsfeld and General Myers on the DynCorp scandal. We can play this video, but here's the text. Mr. Secretary, I watched President Bush deliver a moving speech at the United Nations in September 2003 in which he mentioned the crisis of the sex trade. The president called for the punishment of those involved in the horrible business, but at the very moment of the speech, DynCorp was exposed for having been involved in the buying and selling of young women and children. While all of this was going on, DynCorp kept the Pentagon contract to administer the smallpox and anthrax vaccines and is now working on a plague vaccine through the Joint Vaccine Acquisition Program. Mr. Secretary, is it the policy of the U.S. government to reward companies that traffic in women and little girls? The response in McKinney's comeback was as follows. Thank you, Representative. First, the answer to your first question is no, absolutely not. The policy of the United States government is clear, unambiguous, and opposed to the activities you described. The second question. McKinney, well, how do you explain the fact that DynCorp and its successor companies have received and continue to receive government contracts? Rumsfeld, I would have to go and find the facts, but there are laws and rules and regulations with respect to government contracts, and there are times that corporations do things that they should not. Oh, it's just something they shouldn't do, in which case they tend to be suspended for a period. There are times that under the laws and the rules of the regulations for the passed by the Congress and implemented by the executive branch, that corporations can get out of the penalty box, if you will, and will be permitted to engage in contracts with the government. They're generally not barred in perpetuity. McKinney, that's correct. This company was never in the penalty box. She says this company was never in the penalty box. Rumsfeld, I'm advised by Dr. Chu that it was not the corporation that was engaged in the activities you characterized, but I'm told it was an employee of the corporation. It was some years ago. Oh, really? We now have the ruling by a court by the employees that sued that it was directed. Here's Salon. Sex slave whistleblower vindicated. 2 former employees of DynCorp, the government contract powerhouse, have won legal victories after charging that the $2 billion a year firm fired them when they complained that coworkers were involved in Bosnian sex slave trade. Here's another headline. This is out of Corp Watch. U.S. sex scandal still haunts DynCorp. UN child sex slave scandal continues. BBC. It goes on and on. UPI. I mean, DynCorp may get chance to win $1.6 billion trading contracts, and now they're the big CPS contractor. DynCorp people that kidnap kids and women worldwide and take them to unbelievable, in some cases, death, they are your CPS workers now. Because I've read the statistics, more than 50% of CPS workers quit within 1 year. They go thinking they're going to help kids, and they're in a pedophile ring and go, my God, I better get out of here. So they just said, well, we'll just bring in the DynCorp boys. A lot of them are foreigners.